So this is my week 2 check-in of the artist way. I feel really good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I've had a lot of like I wouldn't say like missteps, but like, I've dealt with a lot of anger and a little bit of skepticism, like she says, this week for sure. Like I know just been angry looking at like how like my dream, although I don't feel like giving up and I know it's near, I kind of get angry looking at it from a sense of like, not having the full patience at all times and just going through growing pains. I feel like a big thing I'm going through is growing pains right now. I'm letting go of my lot of old ways of thinking about art, people, and myself. And like I'm getting pushed back in my own head about it. But, damn. But this week she said the main thing we were just looking at was comforting yourself, supporting yourself, and your environment, being around other people that are very supportive of this new side of you, because like since we're changing into new creative versions of ourselves, we get a lot of pushback, and a lot of people, they don't accept this, or they don't fully know how to take that. So she's just like was telling us this week to be very mindful of that or those people that have status, have great influence over you, and seeing how they're hurting you creatively or stopping you from blowing past the limits that because of people. So like that's what this week has been big of. Definitely had some tears just due to pure frustration, not knowing always what's going on. But I saw a video of Dochi, who did the same artist way I'm doing right now, like from like a couple years ago. I want to say 2 years ago. And she was dealing with the exact same feelings and emotions I was dealing with. Like exactly. She put it in the words in her vlog the same way I was feeling. So like it kind of let me know like I'm on the right path. But overall, week 2, I'm liking week 2. I feel like I'm pushing myself creatively, and I'm starting to find the fun in it again, and like my childlike self in my art, versus being this extremely serious thing I've been trying to be. Like I've been finding a lot more joy in it, and being all right with things not always being all right, or things not always being this perfect layout version of what I need them, or like expect them to be in my mind, like embracing the ugly, pretty much. Like I don't always have to have the perfect looking face or my hair perfectly in every single video. Like embracing that. And dude, the more I embrace that, like some crazy things happen. Even if they're not instant gratification wise, like instantly how I want the videos to do or whatever, like I get proof that like me being myself creatively will work. You know what I mean? So that's what this week has had a big revelation on me of that specifically. Last week it was a big introduction, like I said in the last video, and I was kind of just like shedding. That's another thing I did this week too, was I shed a lot of trauma, and I took myself through, like she talks about creative injuries in the book as well. I took myself through a lot of my creative uh injuries, because like a lot of us, we go through these injuries mentally, and instead of fixing them, like when you roll your ankle in basketball, you're supposed to go to the doctor, put some ice on it, get some antibiotics, wrap it, ice it, heal, and let it heal. But we roll our ankles psychologically, and we just keep playing. We go to practice the next day and we keep trying to play on it. And then when we're not playing the way we need to, whenever we're not performing the way others want us to, that pressure succumbs to us, and people start saying stuff like, "Oh, you're trash. What's going on? Why are you playing like this?" Not even knowing, bro, we got an injury. We choosing to ignore it because that's how we're trained to be. So I looked at, one of my biggest injuries was like, I didn't really have a dad too much in my life, but every time I was in my father's life, which was very scarce, like, he would always judge me, be very critical of me, you know? So, whenever I go through life, I'm very critical of myself. I'm always on point. And like when I mess up and somebody like says something about me messing up, or when my coaches in basketball would yell at me, I would get the same feeling that I get when my dad would judge me and I was in his presence. And it started creating a negative connotation and shame anytime I tried to embrace myself, the awkwardness of myself in anything I was doing. So that was been one of my biggest creative injuries thus far, and I'm working through that actively, and I'm just starting to see, you know, the beautiful changes it's having on my life and my art. This is my second channel. I know this is going on, so I know most of y'all might not even know my main channel, but yeah, it's like it's becoming like a vibe in itself, and like I'm I'm changing my own life so much that others' lives around me are changing. I'm being so honest with myself, and in turn being honest with everyone else, that it's like I'm seeing everybody benefit from me just being myself and being the light. I'm seeing my light ignite others' fires off and inspire them to do whatever it is they want to do, even if it's not related to what I want to do. And that for me is like what it's about deep down, is being that, because that's what I've always been. So yeah, week two, although I'm a little tired and like it's been a lot this week. It's been a lot. But week two went very well. The healing is doing what it's needing to right now, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Artist Way, week two. Bye.